Hi, Bill here, and today I'll be reviewing Dr. Wu DW-P46 Magnum upgrade kit. Basically, it just fills in the gaps or hollowness of Siege Ultra Magnus. It just fills in that. Now there's a bit of unscrewing to do in the Ultra Magnus figure. And there's a bit you've got to glue. I believe there's a bit you've got to glue on. I'll try and get that done. But most of the parts just pop into the hollow sections of Ultra Magnus figure. Of Siege. I'll get the Ultra Magnus figure right here. There he is. And I'll go and do that. Okay, so first of all, let me get the figure, and let's see, that's it. It just fills in these hollow sections, and in the arms, and on it fills in these raised pylon sections as well. Okay, and as well as the arms. There's parts in the arms that fills in. Okay, so we'll go ahead and open the baggie, and we'll get that done. You can take these off. Obviously, you can take them off. It's easier to do. So let's open the baggie and see what we've got. We'll just spill it out onto the ground, the table there, and we'll try and see what parts fit where. I know some sections do fit on somewhere. Well, obviously you get the pylons first, so you can take these off. They do come off. Ah, right, oh, that's clipped on, that's why. Okay, you get the pylon section, and you have the grooves there, and it just fits on. There's a certain way around you got to do it. So just match them up, and it fits into the grooves, or it should fit into the grooves. Maybe it's the other way. Aye, it's the other way. It's the other way. Okay, with the thicker side, up and the thinner side at the bottom, you just match it up, and you put it in there. There's that, that's it in there like that. See that? That's one on. So there we go. Oh, before I go any further with this, I got it from eBay seller, that one there. Okay? So there you go. So that's the eBay seller that's selling this kit. As well, there are other eBay sellers as well selling it, but it's this particular one that I got it from. Okay? Right. And we'll do the same with the other side. We'll put the other one on, if I can find it. There we go. I'll unhook it. Now while I'm doing this, I'll just say I haven't received a Siege brunch yet. Hopefully it will come soon. I have to get this round the right way. There we go, it just squeezes in there, and that's that one done. That's that pylon done. So, whoops, wish it would focus in. That's actually quite good. I do have a new phone, by the way, Samsung Galaxy. So, compared to the last one. So hopefully the zoom function is better than this. Hopefully. But there we go. I think that fits in there. It does. Right, you see that shape there? You make sure you have that one facing that way. If it focuses in, there we go. And you just push it in there like that. And that's it. Same with the other one. If I can find the other side. Again, just push it in there. Like that. and that fills that gap in. There is ones that do have, trying to figure out where the nut is. There's thin ones that fit in some places. I don't know if it's there. The thin one there, there's a thin one there that fits in some place. I think it might be that one, I'm not 100% sure. Let me get this side out. See these gaps here? One of these notches fits into one of these holes, and it just sits in. Oh, it's supposed to sit in there like that. It's not very, it keeps coming out. I don't know if you're supposed to glue this in or what. But it goes in there like that and fills that gap in. Although it doesn't stay in there like that. I don't know if you have to glue it in. But put a dab of glue on it and it might stay in there. Because it's not staying in there very securely with that there. But that's where you're supposed to put that, I think. I could be wrong. Hold on to. Or maybe it goes down there. Ah, it might go in that one. It might go down in that one, actually. It might go in that one, actually. Let me just check that. Ah, it does. It fits in that one. It fits in the bottom one. I had it on the wrong side. It fits in the lower bit. See the two bits? It fits in the lower bit, and it's actually more secure. So it goes in the bottom one, and I've already put that one in. So that's how you know where that goes. I don't know if there's a bit for the top. I'm not 100% sure. I'm trying to figure where this one goes. I think that one goes in there. That's the bit you got to glue on, because there's nothing to secure that. There's a bit there, and you'd have to glue that on, because it doesn't stay in. That's the bit you got to glue on. Okay. Trying to figure where this goes. Another bit. Trying to figure where it goes. It goes in there. Right, I'll do that again with the other side. Don't worry, one side you always get the other. There. So, there it is. Right, it goes in there, that gap in there, and it shoves down into that hole there. There you go. And that fills in that gap there. It obviously goes down into pegs into there. Okay, this one just seems a wee bit kind of weird. And against right, it's leaving a wee gap, but there we go. That's where that lives. Okay, that's where that lives. That lives in there. Okay, now we're getting to the arm section. Lucky I've took one of the arms off. We'll get to the arm section. You unhook. Oh. Whoops. What you want to do here, if you get that shape there, there it is. You get that shape there, and you've got this piece here. This piece here. Why won't it focus it in? You get this piece here. there we are. It's got a little corner section there like that, shaped like that. So what you do is it's got 2 prongs here, so you push it into that gap there and push it in, and there we go, and that corner section sticks up. Okay, that corner section sticks up, but that's why it's so that bit there can come up to there, and that corner section just rests against the bit there. So it gives that corner section. So you do that with that, you do that with the other side as well. Haven't unscrewed the other side yet. I'll take this off. There we are. I've got the screwdriver, give me a 2 ticks. Get a screwdriver. Can't believe I'm doing this on camera. There we go. You unscrew that bit, you take that off, and you put that other small part with that bit there. I don't know why it's not focusing in. Focus in, focus in, that bit there, and you pop it in that gap there, like that, and you just screw the whole thing back on. Well, try to line up the holes and screw it back on. Maybe it's not that way. Maybe it's that way. That'd be good if I had it round the right way. And you screw it back on. There we go. There we go. And yeah, you can see that where the raised bit is. It's difficult to see. And that's where that comes in line, and that's why that's got a little raised bit, see? So it comes in line with that. And so that's quite cool. There we go. That's how that works. But that's mostly, well, apart from a couple of bits, there's another couple of bits fits somewhere. There's this bit here. I'm trying to figure out where the hell it goes. I know where it goes. There's these gaps at the top of the leg, the bits there, they fit in there like that, and squeeze them in there, and that fills in that gap there. Do the same with the other side. Take that bit, focus in, and see even get the little cutout bit in the corner. So just push it in like that, and that fills that gap in. I don't know why that gap. Oh, that's the one that needs glued on. That's the one that needs glued on. So I have to glue that one after. Now that they've got this. This is supposed to be for Siege Hound, I think. You know, it goes over the shoulder weapon, you add that on. You can add it on to, hold on, I'll go and get it. You can add it on because it's just a standard peg. It fits in there, and add it onto the end of the gun. Like that. The Ultra Magnus's gun extends it out, and that you get that little. But I think it's actually meant, someone did a video review of these parts, upgrade kit, and had this, and I think they said it's for Hound, it's for Siege Hound. Okay, that's what they thought it was for. I can't get it down. There it is. So it's just a standard thing. You could probably add it onto any weapon that's of similar colour. And there we go. So that's that. So just these other bits to glue on, and that is basically your Siege Ultra Magnus all filled in. Apart from that gap there, which will be filled in when I can glue that bit on. Okay, it would just fill that in like that. See, that would just fill it in out. You've got to glue that on though, because it's just loose. I don't know why they couldn't put a part on it to make it, you know, to push it in there. But you've got to glue that. And that is Siege. That is the... See, I'll put that one in. That is the upgrade kit for Dr. Wu. See? D7. Hold on. Dr. Wu DW-P46 Magnum upgrade kit. And that is that. Okay. Like I said, I hope to get, just try to put this together. I hope to get, sorry things are off screen here. I'm just trying to fit this bit on here if I can. These parts that are not glued in are coming off. So, I mean, apart from the bit needs glued on, it does fill in some of the gaps. Yes, there's a gap there. There's a gap there. It hasn't filled in. There's a gap there. The parts are, so I mean, it hasn't filled in every single gap, but it does actually fill pieces out that were very hollow before. And a lot of figures are hollow these days, even Siege stuff. So maybe we might get more from Dr. Wu, and it does fill that in. That these pylons is actually quite cool. That actually fills these in as well. So I'm kind of happy that it fills these pylons in, because that just makes the figure look better. So I'll just put all this together and end the video. And that is, whoops, some of these might need glued in, you see, because they don't stay in that well. If you want to add a dab of glue and secure it in, that's up to you. It may, I don't know if it will help with thing your figure. But it does look cool, and that's him there. Okay, so there we go. So still these bits to add. I can glue them on. I'll do that after. I'm not exactly doing it on screen just now, because it would take time to set the glue depending what kind of glue you use. If it's super glue, you need to make sure you're precise and have it sitting where you want and all that. It would take too long on screen to do all that, to get it right. But that's what you do. You glue these bits on, you unscrew the arms to get these little corner bits in, and that's what you do. So once again, that has been Dr. Wu DW-P46 Magnum upgrade kit for Siege Ultra Magnus. Now I don't know if Dr. Wu's going to do more of these for other siege figures where they've got hollowness issues and gaps and the thing where they might get you know, space fillers for other things. We'll just have to watch this space or look online and watch that space and see, or go to, if Doctor Who has a Facebook page or something like that, watch that space. So maybe that's the case. But yeah, that's been that. Like I said, Kapow Toys. Oh, one thing I will say about Kapow Toys is that now put up recently, their distributor is going to be Hasbro UK, which could maybe it's okay some ways, but in other ways it could be very slow. This is why Brunt's taking ages, because Brunt's been out in Walmart for ages, and we still haven't got the figure yet. I know they did say it by the end of the month, so we'll probably get it around about then. I've still got the Toy World's Bumblebee to get, the World War II Bumblebee. So that December will have Siege Astral Chain, and in January will have Studio Series World War II Hot Rod. You know, just a repaint of the World War II Bumblebee. I'm getting the Hot Rod one. It looks really good. So I have to wait for that. That's all coming from Kapow Toys, so I'm waiting for that. Okay, so that's been me until whenever Brunt arrives from Kapow, hopefully within the week or a couple of weeks, by the end of the month at the most, and I'll have that video up for you then. Okay, so that is that. Okay, so if you're interested in that, get it, but there is a little bit you've got to unscrew, and there's a bit you've got to glue, unfortunately. So that's that. I don't know why they didn't get these pieces that you could just slip in and make them such a way they could just slip on without having to glue pieces. But anyway, that's that. Okay, so that's definitely me this time. Thank you very much. Bye for now. Bye.